Oh man, so it is no secret how I feel about Ye, man. I used to really love Kanye West, but this dude, Ye. Alright, so the other day, Ye says I miss me and Pusha's friendship. And that's after years of him talking ish about Pusha. Whether it was things that was leaked to now with him just randomly bashing the man on the timeline or whatever within his rants. His rant. I don't even keep up with his rants anymore because he just says whatever for attention. And this was also something that he said for attention because this came out after the Clipse released their new song. Ahead of that new album, the Clipse did an interview with GQ. And despite Kanye saying I miss me and Pusha's friendship, Pusha ain't hearing that shit. This is an excerpt. We're gonna get to the full thing. So he says he's a genius and his intuition is even more genius level, right? That's why me and him don't get along, because he sees through my fakeness with him. He knows I don't think he's a man. He knows it. And that's why we can't build with each other no more. That's why me and him don't click, because he knows what I really think about him, you know? That's some strong words, bro. And I say it all the time, bro. He clout chases like a hoe. He clout chases and attention seeks like a hoe. Ye fans, I know y'all gonna be upset with it, but y'all gotta stop allowing this man to keep doing this shit, bro. You can't continue to enable this behavior that he's been displaying. It's not good for his legacy at all, bro. He's undermining every single thing that he's done up to this point. Now, Pusha speaks about, leading to him and Kanye ultimately falling out. He says the last few months or years of his time with Ye were him playing the industry game more than anything. I realized at certain points that I was really alone in everything that was going on as far as rap drama and so on and so forth. It says he points to the 2021 Donda sessions in Atlanta as one of those points. I'm in a collective of a lot of individuals. Everybody's working, but I really got shit to do, and I leave and it's one energy, and then when I come back, the energy's off. And then you hear about the sidebar conversations. You got your homeboy who coming up to you like, yo, they were saying this when you left. And I'm thinking that we all in this collectively getting busy, but in all actuality, everybody had their own agendas. And I feel like I was the only one who didn't. My agenda was for the squad. So from that point, I just looked at everybody differently, and I looked at it as, we're just going to make music, we're going to get beats, we're going to write some raps, and we're going to keep it moving. So they're talking about Kanye burning all the bridges that he has, especially the one with Pusha. And it's like, bro, you've been mentioning me, screaming about me. You got every soul believing that I've done such a great injustice to you, and that's a lie. He goes on his rants. The one thing that I can say about him is that he knows that every issue that he's having and crying about online right now, I've told him distinctly about those things, distinctly. So when he gets up there and with his KKK mask and he's screaming behind it like a pro wrestler, he got to scream behind the mask. He don't talk to me like he talks to others. We made some great shit, bro. We did. Pusha acknowledges, but let me tell you something. He's a genius, and his intuition is even more genius level, right? But that's why me and him don't get along, because he sees through my fakeness with him. He knows I don't think he's a man. He knows it, and that's why we can't build with each other no more. That's why me and him don't click, because he knows what I really think of him. He showed me the weakest sides of him, and he knows how I think of weak people. So the article continues to say, more important to Pusha than the music he made with Kanye is how Kanye handled the financial fruits of that relationship 5 years ago, after publicly expressing frustration with the predatory nature of labor deals in general and the splits on his Def Jam contract in particular. Ye announced that he planned to give his 50% ownership stake in the masters of his own good music roster back to the artists themselves. Today, Pusha says West kept his word. The greatest thing he did, and why I am okay with where me and him are right now, and I'm cool with staying that way, is because at the end of the day, my truth is my truth, but I still respect what he did in the business. And he speaks ill about the music we've made and given me certain records, but the one thing he did give me was all the profits back from the Def Jam deal. Now, they discussed Kanye's mental health and how much can you hold everything he's doing actually against him. Push says he's sick. I do believe that much. You're sick, but you're also very calculated. And if I take your sickness and take how calculated you've been and disruptive you've been and try to be to me, then it cancels itself out. I can't look at it as sick, because you're detrimental. You're detrimental to everything. Facts. Facts, man. At this point in time, that sick shit, just an excuse. Just an excuse. So the article continues to say, industry games, politics, fake allegiances, they all underscore how important it is to Pusha to have his brother back with him navigating shark-infested waters. He says, bro, listen, that's been the biggest comfort and the biggest asset to me, Pusha says, and passion. You got to understand where I'm from. We build that loyalty amongst friends. Once we lock in as a crew, this is how it goes. We together and we win together, we lose together. This is how it go. Okay, so that's what Push pretty much said about Ye right there in that article. Now, this ain't this ain't new. It's always been an interesting back and forth, the interesting dynamic with Ye and Pusha, especially when Pusha continued to be the frontline man for Ye in regards to beef with Drake. But in the midst of that, you have all this stuff going back and forth with Drake, mending the relationship, then tearing it down again, all that shit, man. He talked about this shit previously on the Joe Budden podcast. Let's tap him real quick. Y'all gonna see a still image on the screen.
Ain't no Kanye drama. I mean, now the bromance that they have going back and forth where he, where they cool and then he shoot him in a verse or some shit.
That's weird, Push.
Bruh, that's
that.
them. That's them. I can't be in the studio when Drake's there. I can't. I'm not allowed. When listen, when they go to Wyoming, I'm there from the 1st to the 7th. All right, I catch you. I'm gonna catch you. Next thing I hear on the 8th, bang. Drake here and he there for these many days. I don't know this. I'm not allowed. Everybody else can be there. I can't. Cause I don't play neutral. I don't do that. You don't get to shoot my homeboys and so on and so forth. It's not happening. It's just not what I do.
But I feel like Kanye should be taking that same stance.
But he don't do that. Like, everybody not built like me, bruh. Everybody not built like me. And you can't make people be built like you.
That's a fact.
You can't make people. You can't.
That's a fact.
And I don't charge. And this is the music industry. This ain't the streets.
Right.
So I don't carry people like that.
Right.
I don't. It's like, it is what it is. When I was growing up, if I wanted to go to the mall, if you couldn't fight, you couldn't come to the mall with me. We could come back home and play ball all day.
Oh, you was that guy?
Yes.
I brought that.
You can't come. If you can't come to the mall, if you can't fight, you can't come to the mall with me. Because you're going to run, I'm going to get jumped, you're going to run, and I'm going to hate you forever. I don't want to hate you forever. I love you. You're great.
I tell you, this guy's a logical guy.
Yeah.
No, Joe. Yes, man. Yes, man.
Hey, stop pointing at me. I'm not in this.
I wouldn't sit with nobody else.
Hey, man, he made a lot of sense right there. A lot of sense right there, bro. I agree. I'm not the biggest Pusha T fan at all. I did like his music with Kanye West. I do like a lot of some classic records with the Clipse as well. But man to man, everything he's saying is real. It's real. I could look at somebody as a man and separate them from the artist all the damn time. Especially as I get older, that means much more to me than anything. Who are you as a man? In regards to all this, it's y'all turn. Let me know what you got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, though. This was another update with Stace. Make sure you hit that like button and turn on notification bells. Make sure you hit it 2 times to get all the notifications, all right? Make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't subscribed. Check this video out right here where I am talking about the Lil Durk case, okay? But see why Durk's new judge that's on this case may consider letting him out on bail, and it's something that we all have been saying. Peep this.